Good afternoon. This is Bob Jankelson, owner of Chelan Cellars Winery and Sorrento Restaurante in Lake Chelan, recently named 2020 Washington Winery of the Year. Chelan is one of the most tourist hospitality-dependent communities in Washington state. Almost all businesses in Chelan are small, family-owned, and seasonally sensitive. Most have had no revenue for 2 months, and survival is already tenuous. To be open for Memorial Day weekend, May 22nd to the 25th, could mean the difference between survival or loss of hard-earned businesses that are the heart and soul of small-town America. If Phase 2 social distancing and sanitizing protocols are clearly defined, there appears to be no reason to delay opening business until after Memorial Day. Under the governor's Phase 2 guidelines, many small businesses in Chelan cannot open until after the week following Memorial Day. This appears to make no economic or epidemiologic sense for our tourist-based community. Please comment.
All right, let's start with Representative Springer.
So ironic yet again that, by the way, I like your Chardonnay a lot. I carry it in my store. And I think if it's the Chelan Winery I'm thinking of, it's you use the Native American spelling of the name, starting with a T. So congratulations on a good product. Getting into Phase 2, getting to Phase 2 has had a very, I think, a fairly clear metric. We can argue about whether the metric is correct or not, but it requires that phase after Phase 1 has opened, that there be 3 consecutive weeks of declining infection rates, number of cases identified. 3 consecutive weeks. If that happens, then we go to Phase 2. That's the governor's rollout plan. At best case scenario, that makes Phase 2 opening around May 25th. And I understand the impact that has if it's right in the middle of the Memorial Day weekend. I don't know of a methodology at the moment that will speed that up. I think it's really clear we have to see what the infection rate actually is. We did get some good news from King County yesterday. We've had, I think they mentioned, I tried to write it down so I'd remember it. We've had 5 or 6 straight days now with 100 or less new infections. They want to see that get down to the number of 50 or less per day. I realize this is small comfort if you're sitting in Chelan waiting to get your winery open, but that's the metric that is in place at the moment. If there were some way to assure the physical distancing and the lack of contact, or the minimizing of contact, love to try and get some of those places open sooner. But I think it's really incumbent upon the industries there to show us how they can do that. Some have already, and if you've got some plans there, I'd be more than happy to see them and take them to the governor's office.
Representative Wilcox?
Yeah, the governor's pointed out quite a few times with accuracy that the infection is not on a schedule, but neither is the economy, really. I think time is just so critical for so many businesses, especially seasonal ones. And in Chelan and Yakima counties, you have some of the most important seasonal businesses in the country. And a huge part of our economy is at stake here. And many of the trade associations, I think, have done a really good job of representing their members, both to people like Larry, who can take them into the governor's office, and with the governor's office,